The first choice was Las Vegas because that's where I started my career. That's where, that's the mega boxing. So we wanted Vegas at first. The Vegas Nevada Commission turned us down. So our next choice probably was LA, Dallas, or Miami. So we didn't really know where we wanted to go. And so we wanted the fans to be able to come out and have fun. So we chose Miami.
What's up? What's going on out there? What's up, fam? It is the homie, Mainman Mademan in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. Once again, it's on, man. Once again, it's an honor and a pleasure. I repeat, an honor and a pleasure to be rocking out with the boxing fam and the boxing fans. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. It's our time now, man. Yes, sir. Coming on the day early, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It is the homie Mainman Mademan, man. Been my first live stream all week, fam. My first live stream all week, man. So I've been itching to get up on here all week to talk my 2 cents about the Floyd Mayweather situation and then some, you know what I'm saying? And then some. Man, I'm going to tell y'all, fam, I'm a little blown away right now, man. Y'all, I'm really like a little speechless right now, if anything, you know what I'm saying? Man, I just got finished watching an interview with tennis player Serena Williams, man. And what the hell happened to Serena, y'all? What the hell happened to Serena? I ain't know. I ain't even know, man. I caught a glimpse of her and I barely recognized the girl, man. What the hell did they do to my girl Serena Williams, man? I didn't know Serena caught the little Kim. I didn't know Serena caught the little Kim. I'm hurt by that, y'all. I'm hurt to the core. I am hurt to the core. Serena Williams, man. Girl, you were a beautiful, beautiful woman. What the hell did you do to yourself? For what? For what? I don't get it, fam. Is some of these folks so gone away in their Hollywood celebrity bubble that they don't know if you make drastic changes to your appearance, that people gonna notice that shit? Like, y'all don't think that people gonna notice that? Sammy Sosa, thinking ain't nobody gonna notice that you 3-4 shades lighter. Serena Williams lighting it. I mean, and it looked like her face is lighter than the rest of her body, man. I'm hurt by that, man. What did they do to Serena? Not Serena, champ. Not Serena. What's going on, fam? I see everybody sliding on through, man. Willie Boy slip and move. What's up, fam? Mainman Mademan, how are you, brother? I'm still celebrating and haven't been on the live since it happened. Sorry, it's not about Floyd. I'm still celebrating. Scotland has the only male undisputed. Man, that's what's up, fam. And you got a right to turn up and celebrate like that, man. Salute to Josh Taylor getting that job done. Hey, I'm telling you, fam, keep on celebrating, but wait, keep this in mind. The UK fight fans are just trying to steal Josh Taylor, man. Don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. They are laying a serious claim to Josh Taylor. You know what I'm saying? A serious claim to Josh Taylor. But y'all, I'm telling y'all, man, I'm a little hurt by this Serena Williams thing, man. I didn't know my girl did that to herself. And I'm like, dog, what's going on, man? I mean, You got to be so far gone and removing. This girl come from Compton, man. From freaking Compton. You know what I'm saying? From Compton. And you do that to yourself. Beautiful woman, beautiful sister. Her, Lil' Kim, beautiful sisters. Ain't got no reason to do what they did to mess themselves all up. Do a Tina Turner on themselves. The hell, man, y'all are beautiful women, and all you doing is more and more damages to yourself. I just don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I was always a big Michael Jackson fan. You know what I'm saying? And I know everything there is to know about Michael Jackson, but I ain't stupid neither. You dig? Mike was so far removed from everyday life, and I think he forgot what it was, and he really thought what he was doing was okay. Cause the bubble, the bubble that they live in. I just don't understand it these days and times, fam. Maybe it's me, man. But let's get to the boxing, man. We got a lot to cover, man. Jaquavius, what's going on, y'all? Salute, main man. We in here early. PG on deck. Yes, sir. What's up, man? DMV strong up in this joint. You know what it is. Bruce Goes, what's up, family? I see you, man. Muhammad Ali, I got my man on deck. What's up, man? Champ. Mayweather is robbing the public again, and it needs to stop, man. We gonna go there, fam. We gonna definitely go there, man. Muhammad say, what she do? Man, she lightened her complexion, man. Like, man, she like brighter. She's like my complexion. You know what I'm saying? Serena Williams was never my complexion. Oh, I see we got a little thing going on. Hold on. Just hold on. Hang tight in there, fam. Hang tight. We back. We good. But, yeah, man, she lightened her complexion, man. It just threw me off, bro. I didn't know that was, I didn't even really recognize her, man. I didn't even recognize her, dog. She looked like a lighter Tina Turner or something. You know what I'm saying? Just look weird, dog. Just straight up weird. Got the whole Botox alien look going, man. I'm just like, what happened to my girl? And the sad thing is, right? You know, there's a third sister. I used to see them in person all the time out here in DC. I got a homeboy that's married. My homeboy is the one that's married to the third sister, former coach of the Washington Castles. So I used to see them all the time, bruh. And that's why I'm so blown away, because we thought back in the day they was the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful women that you can ever see. Fine women. I mean, far as in the person. I don't know. Let's move on, fam. We got to talk about some boxing, though, man. I know we got to get to some good stuff, man. Before we get to that Floyd news, man, because I got a lot of questions to ask when it comes down to Floyd Mayweather. Before we get there, one fight that I missed talking about over the weekend, man, was this real quick. And I'm just going to lay down a couple little comments on this particular fight with Daniel Dubois versus Bogdan Dinu that went down over the weekend. I know y'all caught that. You know what I'm saying? Salute to D-Luxurious and welcome to the fam. And I know y'all caught this over the weekend. And it's good to see Daniel Dubois, who stopped Bogdan Dinu in the second round. So it's good to see him get back into the win column. We know we seen Daniel Dubois go down over from Joe Joyce after Joe Joyce beat him, injured his eye. And we seen my man take a knee and pretty much quitting that fight. Well, he's got to get back into the win column, and the hype machine is moving at an all-time pace. Check this out right here, fam. Look at this, man. We got Daniel Dubois fighting for the WBA interim title. I repeat, the WBA interim title. Out of the many belts that they got, the man is fighting for the WBA interim title. Now, people may say, well, what's the big deal? The big deal is he just lost. He's coming off of a loss, and he's getting back into a fight for the WBA interim title. Most importantly, how the hell is he fighting this dude for the WBA interim title? That's the golden question. Bogdan Dinu. Let me check this out real quick. This is the issue I got with this. Before this fight went down, all right, the WBA rankings went a little something like this. And number one, Oleksandr Usyk. We totally understand that, right? Oleksandr Usyk trying to go over there to the WBO and fight Joe Joyce. That's, at least at the time, we thought that was the case. Now he's pivoting to try to get his Anthony Joshua fight. So even though he number one, we totally understand. Number two, Bogdan Dinu. All right? Bogdan Dinu, number two. Number three, Deontay Wilder. How the hell is Bogdan Dinu rated above Deontay Wilder? Number 3, Deontay Wilder. Number 4, Luis King Kong Ortiz. How in the hell is Bogdan Dinu rated above Luis King Kong Ortiz? Riddle me that, somebody. Riddle me that, please. Please, riddle me that. Number 5, Andy Ruiz. Number 6, Adam Kalnaki. Number 7, Charles Martin. Number 8, Chris Arreola. Number 9, Edric Cabiel. And number 10, Daniel Dubois. So Bogdan Dinu was even rated higher than Daniel Dubois. But I got Daniel Dubois coming off a loss fighting this dude who's number 2 over all of these well-qualified fighters, right? Fighting this dude for the WBA interim title. Man, what you tripping off Bogdan Dinu for? I mean, so what? You know what I'm saying? The man's last 2 fights, his opponents had a combined record of 20 losses. Real spill. That's not Mainman Mademan. That's real spill. What are you talking about? He fought a dude that had 8 losses in his last fight, and the time before that had 12 losses. 2 times before that, he lost back-to-back. So he's coming off 2 losses and then fighting 2 dudes with a combined record of 20 losses, and he ends up fighting for the WBA interim title. Oh, here's my question. Joe Joyce, the man who beat Daniel Dubois. Well, where he's sitting in all this? Joe Joyce has said they're going to go fight a dude named Marco Huck on the European level. So Joe Joyce wins the fight, and he gets backtracked on opposition. No WBA interim belt, no belt of nothing. The hype machine is rolling, fight fans. It's rolling. But I got my main man right here, coming off a loss to fight Bogdan Dinu. How the hell he became number 2, I would never know. Now, this is what I don't understand. Because people say, yo, main man, the WBA is in PBC's pocket. Now, look. The one thing we got to understand when it comes to these sanctioning bodies, they are in these promoters' pockets, no ifs, ands, or buts. But what I think that we got to start understanding, there ain't no one particular master of all of this. Like, yo, the WBA is just squarely, it's weight by weight, issue by issue. Who is the highest bidder? It ain't because you go to welterweight and you look at the WBA, you might leave with the impression that, damn, look at that, man, they about to trying to reinstate Manny Pacquiao. They about to try to, take him and take your Danis Ugas's title. They can do all of this because the WBA does everything that PBC tells them to do. That's what everybody say. But yet you look at this division. And who coming out on top? Look like PBC coming out last right here. Because they got Bogdan Dinu rated ahead of all of the PBC fighters. So which one is it, fight fans? Is the WBA in their pocket or not? It ain't like that. It's issue by issue, weight by weight. Look, they may be rocking with Eddie Hearn at, say, 54 or 60. You know what I'm saying? You go up to 68, they rocking with PBC. It's issue by issue. There ain't no one master. It's the same way with the WBO and Top Rank. It's just that the WBO and Top Rank, when you look at the weight classes, well, they work with Top Rank with a lot more weight classes than, say, the WBA and the WBC do with, say, PBC in them. It goes like that. It's issue by issue. Look at this, man. It's no freaking way that this should be for a WBA interim title, which means I'm guessing he's on the verge of a world champ or fighting for the WBA regular title if they can get next to Trevor Bryan, right? That's crazy. So this is some BS, y'all. WBA on some BS in full display. Once again, it's good to see Daniel Dubois get back into the win column. But it's unfortunate that it had to happen on some we don't understand what the hell is going on with the rankings. The rankings, the WBA rankings at heavyweights is a joke. Straight up joke. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. Let me see what the fam time out. Those big networks showed their true colors to a Scottish fighter. The man just knocked Ken Buchanan off the top spot in Scotland, and we all know what has just done. Single malt to you, brother. Thanks, man. I appreciate you, man. And yeah, that was totally foul what they did to Josh's fight, man. And that's one of the things that we're going to talk about with this Mayweather stuff, man. Like, they'll jump, they'll leap. And Josh Taylor even spoke about that, man. They'll leap out for stuff like that. But when it comes to an undisputed fight, man, that shit got left in the cold. It got literally left in the cold. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the machines and the hype machines. The rebuilding of Daniel Dubois has officially started. He has now been started with the WBA interim title. Good for him. Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it pushing. Gerald Fields, what's up, man? What's going on? Just Kate. Yeah, he just got yoked. Word, dude just got yoked. Yeah, something like, yeah, you're right. Someone's having a right laugh with those rankings. Must be pissing themselves, says Muhammad Ali. I don't know what they doing with them rankings, man. It's a joke. Jaquavis says, yo, man, just got here, man. What's the story? The story is Daniel Dubois getting hooked all the way up, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I wish a lot of fighters had the machine and the hype machine behind him. But this goes to show you how some fighters are just, they benefit. You got Joe Joyce, literally the one that won the fight. And they're talking about him going for some, European title or something to that effect. Last I heard, he had a purse bid that's supposed to be happening soon for Marco Huck. And he beat Daniel Dubois. But Daniel Dubois gets the WBA interim title. Frank must have made it happen, man. Frank must have made it happen. Man, what's your thoughts on Ruiz fighting Dillian White in America next? Both are free, and Dillian wants to fight in the States. So, in my opinion, why not? That's a good deal. I like that fight. I like that fight a lot. But I don't think PBC is going to allow it to happen, though, Willie Boy, because at the end of the day, I think they would rather for Andy Ruiz, if he's going to go back over there, to get that third fight with Anthony Joshua. I think they wanted Andy Ruiz to shine in his last outing on that pay-per-view. And I think that if he would have really shined and got the presses pressing and not got knocked down by Chris Arreola, then, pressure could have been, rose on Anthony Joshua. And I think that's the route they're going to go if they send him back on over there to that side of town. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion on that, man. So let's move on, fam. Let's get to the good stuff because I know we're going to be here for a minute. So we might as well get right to it right now. You know what I mean? Let's talk about this Floyd Mayweather thing. Let's talk about it. Now, I ain't really had a chance to talk about this because I didn't think there was really much to talk about. Let's just call it like it is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know my position on this. I'm not a fan. Not a fan whatsoever. Especially when I hear about YouTubers coming around getting network deals and fighters, a lot of fighters out here not knowing when their next date, when their next fight. It pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? It pisses me off that Floyd Mayweather, instead of, because I was going to give him total credit and say at the very least, he took some of the newer generation of his fighters, which he's been signing up kids left and right. I mean, from all over the country. Him and Leonard Ellaby has been on a recruiting spree. Jaleel Hackett, who also fought the other night. Salute to Jaleel Hackett. First round, first minute knockout all day. But that's just one of them. You know what I'm saying? Jaleel Hackett's fight wasn't televised. Y'all seen the post-fight thing I did for her, and I was pissed. And I'm like, what the hell is this about? So you mean to tell me ain't none of this stuff for Mayweather's future fighters, aside from Badu Jack, who we've seen over and over again, but ain't none of the youngsters. I didn't see Gervonta Davis nowhere here. I didn't see no kind of programming or promo for Gervonta Davis versus Mario Barrios. I seen none of that. I seen no Jaleel Hackett interviews. Why couldn't he have gotten at least a 2 to 3 minute spot? I mean, y'all was showing all them bullshit shoulder programming. Why the hell wasn't Jaleel Hackett featured? Why the hell wasn't Jaleel Hackett's fight bumped up when Badu Jack's John Pascal fight fell apart? I'm not understanding that. So what I was going to give Floyd Mayweather credit for in this whole crap show was the fact that at least he was going to give the youngins a platform and start them out the right damn way. That ain't happen, fight fans. That ain't happen. That ain't happen. Let's get to it. That ain't happen. So that got me a little pissed off. So I put a poll out a little while ago. I said, did Floyd Mayweather make a mockery of the sport of boxing, or Floyd can do what he wants to do, or was Floyd Mayweather just money hungry? Overwhelming response thus far, so far, Floyd made a mockery of the sport of boxing, man. Let's deal with that. Floyd Mayweather made a mockery of boxing. What is a mockery? A mockery is something that you mocking, right? Something you pretending to do. You playing boxing. You're pretending like you're boxing. But however, you got a whole nother agenda. You're mocking boxing. So I asked fight fans, did Floyd mock boxing? We seen no knockdowns. Some people are saying that Floyd carried Logan. So if you carrying a fighter, which I personally believe he carried him, Floyd says the reason I didn't knock him out or I didn't knock him down was because he was too big. He was a heavyweight. He was 200 pounds. I couldn't knock him down. What can I do, right? I'm just a little dude. It took me back to when Roy Jones and Mike Tyson situation went down. And I remember they got very little reporting, but it was in there. They had some sort of agreement of not to knock each other out. Oh, we're just not going to do it. We're going to play like we're going to do it. We're going to act all aggressive. We're going to put on a show. We're going to put on a show, but we ain't knocking each other out. Could there possibly been something at play here like that? Could there have been? I'm just asking a question. Could there have been? Floyd says he was too big. Everybody says, yo, bro, you couldn't knock out a YouTuber, son. You couldn't knock out a YouTuber. You call yourself TBE? But your little beanhead ass can't knock out a YouTuber? Man, come on, bro. Floyd says he was too big. Let's listen to what Floyd got to say. Watch your ears. Watch your ears. And let's listen to exactly what Floyd got to say about him knocking out this kid right here. Check this out.
I wanted to get the people a show, and he was fighting to survive, as you guys can see. Every time he punched, he'd clinch. Every time he'd punch, he'd clinch. He was the bigger guy, and a little awkward. Well, his background is wrestling, if I'm not mistaken, so he was good at tying me up. Some pounds. I came in at 155, but no excuse. I had fun tonight, and I go out there to put on a show.
He was too big. He was too big. He says his background was wrestling. I have never heard Floyd big up an opponent so much. His background was wrestling. He was a lot better than I thought he was. I mean, he was just so good. The size, the holding, the technique, I just couldn't get around it. I couldn't figure it out. Come on, man. If y'all believe that, I got some magic beans to sell you. Listen to what else Floyd got to say about why he couldn't stop Logan Paul.
Yeah, he's good with holding. He's very, very good with holding. And like I said before, his background is wrestling. So, when a guy over 200 and some pounds holding you, I'm trying my best. Even though I got a lot of experience, but it's hard to get a heavyweight off you. Yeah. I fight at welterweight, fighting a heavyweight. Yeah. Like I said before, I had fun. I'm pretty sure he had fun. He was the brothers, Jake as well as Logan, was so happy that his brother was able to go the distance. So,
his brother was so happy. His brother was so happy. I'm sure he's going to be so happy that he's going to want to fight me if he makes it through that Woodley dude, right? He is so freaking happy. I ain't never heard Floyd talk about that about nobody. Never. I've been watching Floyd his whole career since day one. Never heard him talk like that about, he's just, he was just so good. He was just so tricky and, blah, 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 blah. Never heard him. Never heard it. He was just holding me too much. None. The man, if y'all actually watched it, Hulk Hogan Logan was dead tired. No pepper on his punches. The man he just looked strong for nothing. He looked strong and arms and everything. All of that was for nothing. He was dead tired after 2-3 rounds. Nothing coming in, nothing. It wasn't even worth watching. It was trash. It was trash. And you telling me that Floyd couldn't have knocked that dude out? Floyd could have not have trained for 2 years. And if he really wanted to, could have knocked that dude out. If y'all believing that Floyd couldn't knock them out, he just couldn't. He's just so weak. He's so brittle. Y'all fooling yourselves and you're falling for the show. You're fooling yourselves and you are falling for the show. Man, what do you think? I'm going to say this. Did Floyd make a mockery of boxing? He pretended to play boxing. I believe he carried the guy. Yet and still, we actually had real fights on the card. We had Jared Swift Hurd and Luis Arias steal the entire show. It was their card that night. It was their card. They stole the entire show. Hurd losing and being upset stole the show. Luis Arias was the star of the show. That was real fights. The Badu Jack fight was a real fight. Did they make a mockery of the sport? You got real fights. Mockery means you pretending, you faking. You ain't really, you pump faking whole time. Floyd's fight was a pump fake. Ocho Cinco was a pump fake. But yet Hurd wasn't. And Badu Jack wasn't. If Pascal would have been there, would have been even more legitimacy, right? So we can't say that there was an attempt at legitimacy. But Floyd's fight was definitely a mockery. They say that this circus stuff and this new celebrity stuff, the way that they look for legitimacy is they take a few real boxing things and they apply it to their shows and they hide behind that to give it authenticity, such as what we're seeing with Jim Lampley heading to Triller. Is that a fact? Is that the game? Let's give them a little bit of boxing, but just not a lot of boxing. Is that the game? Let's not make it obvious if we're making a mockery of the sport. Let's tuck it behind some couple official fights. I got DJ Zion Love on deck. I see your fam. I got Mike Rhyme on deck. I already see y'all, man. Glove up or shut up. What up? What up with you, man? What up with you? But I'm just saying, I mean, it seems to me, gift wrap shit, I couldn't have said that no better. It seems to me that this was a mockery, but they attempted to hide it behind a couple legitimate fights. We gonna take all the money in the world, but we're going to give them a couple legitimate fights to make them go, all right, we cool with this. Or attract a certain amount, or just to appease a segment of fans. But it was a mockery. The event was a mockery because the main reason that everyone showed up was to see Floyd and Hulk Hogan Logan, and that was a fake fight, which makes this a mockery. So let's just settle that. It was a mockery of the sport. Now, the other question. The event itself, I'm just going to say this. The event itself was trash. Ocho Cinco fight was a joke. Y'all enjoyed it, whatever. It was a joke to me. Funny. Seeing cats play boxing till somebody get their ass hurt. Funny. They say he walked away with $1 million payday. You think he made $1 million to do that trash. When I got fighters like, who it was a fighter we was just talking about, only making like $3. Brian Castano, for example, world champion. Just made, $200,000 in this fight? Did he get the WBO belt? But I got Ocho Cinco, 40-year-old ass, getting in the ring, making a mockery of the sport, joking, trying his best. Of course, I didn't see what the hell was so entertaining about it. I didn't see nothing entertaining about it. The event was trash. It was pure trash. If it wasn't for Hurd and Arias, it would have just been, it just should have been tossed away. I probably would have never, ever spoke about this ever again. But the event was super trash. Third question. Does Floyd have a right to do what he did? And the answer to that is hell yes. We're going to run all this through. Hell yes, Floyd got the right to do what he did. Floyd built that. Fans be coming around like, yo, man, Floyd can't do that. That's his legacy. Somebody going to tell Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. not to come back and fight and keep capitalizing off his name? Is somebody going to tell Manny Pacquiao not to fight Conor McGregor? Why can't Floyd do it? Just because he's the best at doing it, we can't get mad at that. Floyd told the world, I'm an entertainer. I'm not a fighter no more. Why you keep believing he a boxer, I have no idea. The man told you who he is. He told you what he wanted to do. He earned the right to capitalize off of his name as much as he wanted to because he put the hours in the gym. He won the world titles. Boxing fans got a bad habit of telling Floyd and any other fighter with a great legacy what they can and cannot do with the legacy that they built. If Floyd wanted to put on block parties and just fight in the middle of blocks, he can do anything he wants because he earned that right. He beat Canelo. He beat Manny. All of you Manny and Canelo fans, sorry. That's just the door that you'll never be able to walk through again. Live with it. You've been beat inside and outside the ring, but we can go there. Floyd masterminded this shit. And we can't be mad at that. He's an entertainer. He's telling you, I'm here to entertain. I'm coming back to put on a show. Ever since he's been back, he's been putting on nothing but entertainment. Conor McGregor was entertainment. All right? Little Toyota Corolla over in Japan was entertainment. Every time Floyd hit him, the man went halfway across the damn ring. Floyd hit him with a jab and he flipping and flopping all over the damn ring. Y'all didn't think that was entertainment? What the hell y'all think the man been doing this whole time? Y'all think he been fighting? Is that what y'all think he been doing? That ain't what he been doing. He's been capitalizing off his name. He's telling you, I'm not going to fight no more. Look here, man. Floyd lives the life of luxury. Y'all think that Floyd at 44 years old after running a strip club, running around women day in and day out, y'all don't even know they be rolling up in Mayweather Gym. Y'all better get hip. Floyd been living the good life, silk sheet life, retirement, 401k, my pension coming in. I'm chilling. He ain't a fighter no more. I don't see him as that no more. His days are over. We want to recapture that because we see what Pacquiao doing. Pacquiao is doing that because y'all really think that Pacquiao is super happy doing what he doing, fighting at this age. Y'all really think that, don't y'all? Somebody made a mistake along the way, ain't nobody talking about. Pacquiao, 44 years old, fighting Earl Spence Jr. That ain't smart. It's noteworthy. It's a warrior mentality, but is it smart? Hell nah. And we mad because Floyd ain't in a position where he has to do that. He don't got to do that no more. I can't be mad at that, y'all. The event was crap. Everything about this was crap, but Floyd has the right to put on crap. It's like, this event was like a party, man. You ever had that homeboy come to you like, Slim, hey, we about to go hit this party up, man. There's going to be all kind of brides up in the jump. Remember that little junk you tried to hook up with like 3 months ago? You be like, yeah. Man, she just dropped her dude, man. She's single. She coming down there. All her homies coming with her, man. This junk will be jumping. You're like, hell yeah. You get over in the house. You get fresh. You know, man. You get all geared up. You get in the whip. You go down to the party. You get to the party, and it's like 15 people in there, right? 10 of them dudes. And they came, and 3 of them came with their girls, and the other 2 chicks in there, every other dude scheming on. And you sitting there like, what the hell kind of party you just bring me to, bro? You just hyped this thing up like it was going to be all that. This party is crap. That's what that event was. It was a hyped up party that was bullshit. But I will say this. A lot of Floyd's fans were happy seeing Floyd Mayweather. You got a little bit of nostalgia. That's the only reason that everybody wanted to see this. Everybody who like, yo, man, Floyd Mayweather should fight Earl. He should fight Manny. He should fight this guy. Them days are over. Get used to it. Get used to it. Get used to it. Now, people say he made the Logan brothers very rich. I've even said I would have loved to see him fight Adrian Broner. Him and Adrian Broner could set the world on fire. I've said that. I've said I'd like to see him get in there with Pacquiao again. That would be a big boatload of money for Mayweather. That's easy $100 million for Mayweather, right? If he thought about challenging himself with Canelo, that's an easy 150, 200 damn near million for Mayweather. And you might be saying, well, why the hell doesn't he do that? Instead of fighting these dudes. I'm going to tell you why. Because it's to my point. He is not a fighter no more. He's an entertainer. Any man that can walk away and leave $100 million on the table and y'all say he don't care about his legacy, he does care about his legacy. He's taking the easy road. If I can get $30 million for smacking this kid around in a sparring session, I'm going to do it. As opposed to getting paid $100 million to go in there and wreck my legacy and fighting the Canelo Alvarez. People say, well, why didn't he fight Adrian Broner? It could have been AB. Here's the deal. If he's not a fighter, anybody outside of these dudes, he would have had to fight. Any boxer, he would have had to actually fight. He would have had to actually train, go through a training camp, become the old Floyd again, a man I'm not sure still exists no more. He would have had to become that guy even for Adrian Bronner. But for this guy, oh shit, all I got to do is go past there on the weekends, train a little bit on the weekends, get this money and get the hell out of Dodge. So when they say, well, why not nobody else? If the man ain't thinking about fighting a fighter, who outside of the boxing world will he make this kind of money with? Riddle me that. If he doesn't think about fighting, if he says my hands are brittle, I put too much work in, now they too messed up. You see him barely twisting over bottle caps. If he tell you I've been living the good life, my body is broken down, my best years are behind me, but I still want to make some money off my name, who the hell else is he going to fight? He went after the Logan brothers because he's seen them as, we looking at it like you upped them and upgraded them. He's looking at it like this is easy money in my pocket. Why the hell I ain't gonna go smack this kid around? This is the one that the networks asked for. They didn't ask me for nobody else. They asking for him. I asked the other day, I said, yo, how the hell is this Jake Paul cat facing off with Tyrone Woodley with a purse on? And I answered my own question. That's what this was all about. They can't put a purse like that on Adrian Bronner or any other fighter, could they? And make money. I'm sure Jake Paul got a check for that purse. I'm sure he got a nice little check. I'm sure that the sunglasses he was wearing, nice little check. I heard Floyd Mayweather say, before I walked out there to the ring, I made $1 million just from walking because of my shorts. This was a walking, talking billboard advertisement. The networks, the advertisers, they want the Logan brothers. They want the Logan brothers walking around in their ugly ass pajamas and cutting a check to them to wear it. Y'all looking at this thing as a boxing combat sport event. No. Them Logan brothers were chosen because you can wear a purse and I'll cut you a check to wear that purse. And people gonna watch it and they gonna buy that purse because you wearing it. They chose the Logans because Floyd Mayweather, like he said, ask yourself this question, Cash App. All of them sponsors that all of a sudden popped up out the woodworks, where the hell they come from? Floyd always just had Hublot. Maybe one if you lucky. Maybe one sponsor if you lucky. He had a whole train of sponsors for this event. How come? How, Sway? Because Floyd knew, I'm old. I'm an old man. Yeah, I still got my name, but they want them. They want them. They want them to wear their clothes. They want them to wear their watches. They know the whole world is going to be watching this event, and they want them to wear everything, and they're going to cut them checks. How much did Disney cut him to wear that purse, you think? How much did Disney cut Jake Paul to wear that purse? Y'all wonder why this was all went down. They say in the music business, let me tell y'all a secret about the music business. I think Kanye had let this out a few years ago. And it was one of the things I think it flew over a lot of people's head. People don't see you got to use your critical thinking for these type things. The music business, what is it? Y'all think music is music. Music is not music. Music is not rhythm and dance no more. Them days are over. They tell you that. Why do you think every song has the same hibbity bibbity bop? Every rap song, and everybody can still make millions and everybody can get all of this attention. Why do you think that is? The music business for years now ain't been nothing but a walking, talking billboard machine. It ain't about how many units you can sell. It ain't records and all. It's about what can you sell. Are you the new hot dude that I could put these tennis shoes on in your music video and cut you a check for that? Are you the new kid that I can turn around and pay, hey, put this ugly looking shirt on that nobody will wear, but here go $5 million. Make sure you rock this in all of your shows. That's what music is. Everything is a walking billboard. And these Logan brothers, well, guess what? They've built their brand up to a point where they're now walking billboards. This wasn't no fight. This wasn't no fight. This was a damn advertisement. And everybody got paid. Everybody played along. They used boxing as a cover. Floyd got paid. The brothers got paid. They're going to continue to get paid. And they're going to continue to sell things. Everybody getting paid. And we sitting back wondering like, hey, this is a mockery of the sport. Floyd just like, look, man, I'm just earning some money in my retirement. I try to tell y'all, this ain't for you. If you don't like it, don't watch. I'm going to get mine regardless. We worrying about his people. Y'all think this is for y'all. This ain't for y'all. This is for his people. We faking up in this joint. We ain't really trying to hurt each other. We ain't trying to take each other out. We putting on a stage, I ain't gonna say a stage, an event where we can show a lot of products off, make a lot of money, get a lot of sponsors on deck. Everybody makes money. It was a money-making mockery. That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. Let's listen to what Floyd Mayweather said about Manny Pacquiao. Check this out.
Floyd, you mentioned...
I come and do an exhibition or come out and box and have some fun. I do it because I want to do it, not because I have to do it. Whereas Pacquiao, at his age, which is sad that he has to fight. You know, I'm financially set, and I want to let everybody know this. You're gonna hear so many different stories. Oh, Floyd have to do this. No, I'm well off. Every property that I have is paid for. My jet is paid for. All my cars is paid for. I own billion dollar buildings. I own so much property, and I'm steady investing in different things, smart investments. So I didn't do it by myself. I want to thank.
So there you have it. He says about Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao fights because he has to. I don't have to. I don't have to get up and run miles no more. Them days are over. Manny may not have to for real. Floyd could just be taking a shot at him. And it's like I said, it's definitely commendable and respectful, and I'm thankful for what Manny is doing, giving us a damn good fight with Errol Spence Jr. But Manny does it because he has to. There has to be other reasons too. There has to be. Floyd has masterminded this game. I keep telling y'all, look, man, Manny Pacquiao been wanting a Floyd Mayweather fight for how long now since he went over to PBC? Floyd been promoting him. Manny Pacquiao chasing Floyd while he was already working for Floyd. Floyd promoting all of them over there. Y'all worrying about him fighting Pacquiao. He's promoting Pacquiao. Floyd has masterminded this whole game. I don't have to get out there and fight. Are we mad at the simple fact that he masterminded the game? I'm mad that he's selfish. I'm mad that this whole event was about him and not about the brand and not about the other fighters. Sure, Badu Jack was there, but I mean the youngsters. I'm mad about that, but yeah, but at the end of the day, the man has masterminded the game, Joe. He earned the right to go and do this. The problem was, the question I asked you, boxing fan, is were you fooled? Were you duped? Are you mad because you thought that you were going to get money made, pretty boy Floyd, when you got entertainer Floyd, the same dude that he told you he's been for the last couple years? That's why I knew going into this whole event, like, I'm not taking this serious. Anyone who took this serious got to be the only ones that got to be mad. If you didn't take it serious, then what are you tripping for? If you know that you were going to stream it, if you know that this was a farce, if you know that this is just Floyd making a bunch of money and trying to ride off into the sunset, then what you tripping for? Because we knew what it was. We knew what it was. And Floyd is telling you. Listen to how Floyd tell the people right here. Check this out, man. Check this out.
Y'all getting upset. Y'all getting upset. And guess what? I'm not going to no boxing sites because all they do, I get to hate on both sides. If you don't like me, don't write about me. If you guys don't want to see me do no exhibitions, don't come. Don't watch. I come on record and tell y'all, when it comes to legalized bank robbing, I'm the best. I changed my name from Pretty Boy Floyd. When I changed it to Money Mayweather, I started making money. You got to speak things to an existence. So y'all can write the stories that y'all want to write. I don't care if y'all write good stories. I don't care if y'all write bad stories. At the end of the day, I will always have the last laugh.
That's what it is. He told you. And now here's the deal. And I can sit here and be outraged that he says I'm robbing the bank, legal bank robberies. But here's the deal. That's if you see yourself as that person, as the bank, as the one being robbed. I don't see myself as that because I went into this knowing that what you were doing, what you were trying to do. And if you were a boxing fan paying attention, you should have known too. There ain't a boxing fan that watches this sport on a daily basis that did not know what the hell Floyd was doing. Everybody knew. When he says I'm robbing the bank, boxing fans, he's talking about the other guys. He's talking about the Logan fans. He's telling us, come if you want. It's your decision. I'm entertaining. I'm putting on a show. I'm fighting some kids that I'm about to walk away with $30+ million to do. Easy work. And we ain't gonna hurt each other. It's a hookup. Any human in the world would have took that deal. Any human in the world. So my thing I'm saying is, when he says robbing the bank, well, he tried to put us up on game and tell you what he was doing. Robbing the bank means the other side, the other team. That's who was getting robbed. I got Felix Nunez in the super chat. Salute to your family and thank you for your support, man. If Manny beat Earl Spence Jr., his legacy compared to Floyd 50-0. If Manny beats Earl Spence Jr., his legacy compared to Floyd. If Manny beats Earl Spence Jr., that will make, he's already an all-time great. It would definitely enhance his legacy, but it's hard for me to put him past Floyd when Floyd beat him. And Floyd beat him as an older fighter. Floyd didn't beat him as someone that was like younger than him, 5 years younger, or the old guard taking out the young guy taking out. No, he beat him as an older fighter. It's the same way with Canelo. When we talk about those fights, the one thing that we always got to remember is that Floyd was the older fighter. Floyd was the one that they said had no knockout power. Floyd was the one that they say had brittle hands. So if he was the older man, the slower man, they say he was a runner, he was old, he couldn't hurt nothing. But he beat these two. That just, to me, is hard. That's why I say that door might have closed, and that's why Floyd ain't gonna give him that opportunity again. He got that one up on him. Manny is a damn good fighter. He's a beautiful, damn good fighter, man, without a doubt. His win over Earl Spence Jr. definitely raises him a couple spots along the all-time great list, but it's hard for me to always put him past Floyd when Floyd stomped him out as an older fighter. You know what I mean? That's just that hurts, man. You know what I'm saying? That hurts. But Manny is a damn good fighter, and don't take nothing away from Manny Pacquiao just because Floyd beat him. But Floyd beat him. Floyd not only beat him, but then made him work for him. That, to me, is a double whammy. Manny got beat by Floyd, left top rank, won over the PBC to get promoted by Floyd. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. I could never see Floyd leaving and being working for Manny. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? But Manny's still going to have a damn good legacy, but I can't put it past Floyd when Floyd beat him. That's just, I mean, Earl Spence Jr. is a good feat, but, you know, Earl still kind of got ways to go in my opinion too. So Floyd beat Canelo and Manny, man. It just, that's huge, bro. That's just huge. You know what I'm saying? That's just huge. Man, I'm mad about Jarrett Hurd. Couldn't believe his performance. I couldn't believe it either, Jacquavius. I don't even know what to say about it, man, other than my man need to go back to the drawing board, go back to scratch, reconsider his coaching. It ain't working. It's not a good pair. It's not a match made in heaven. He needs to maybe think about what he wants to be as a fighter. He got to what is my style? What am I going to start to learn? Am I going to be the old Jarrett Hurd and just add small adjustments, which I think is the best way to go. Making them a twinkle toes just ain't going to work. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to work. So back to this, y'all. I just think that what Floyd is saying is that, look, man, he's telling everybody don't watch. If you didn't like it, don't watch. When I robbed the bank, I'm talking about the other guy. I'm trying to take his people. I'm trying to get money off of his fans. Y'all didn't have to show up. These numbers would have been okay with just his people. And that's how I think Floyd looked at this. And that's why I can't be mad at him. Because he gave us forewarning. He told everybody what he was doing. Yeah, it may have given the Logan people, the Logan brothers, the opportunity that they don't deserve. But at the end of the day, and I say this as a capitalist myself, they built that, man. They built that with their brand up to the point where they got recognition from Floyd Mayweather and every other network and advertiser around the world. And these advertisers, these networks that's flying them around in choppers, that's putting them up in private planes, where they say, well, Floyd, you want to make some money? Fight these kids right here. Give them some shine. We need to sell some products. We need to put some things on them. They popping right now. Ain't nobody else popping. Anybody else beyond these two, Floyd, you gonna have to fight a boxer. You down for that? Floyd like, no, why would I be down for that? Do you not know I got a strip club called Girls Club or something like that? I'm smashing Jones every night. I got bad Jones around me every night. I got no legs. I ain't got this. Them days are over for me. And I think that any fighter in boxing would have took that opportunity. And that's just how I see it. That's just how I see it. Floyd earned the right to earn money off of his name, y'all. Check this out. This is what Floyd got to say about him compared to other fighters.
My fighters got to go out there and really fight right now in the sport of boxing. They're fighting. They make $3 or $4 million. Just leading up to this fight. Just leading up to the fight. You know, my trunks alone. Just my trunks alone, 30 million. Just with the patches on my trunks, that's 30 million alone. So, who's really the smartest one in the sport of boxing?
He say on my trunks alone, I get checks just for the stuff I'm wearing on my trunks alone. Who the hell wouldn't take that opportunity? Who the hell wouldn't take the opportunity just to get paid from wearing a certain patch on your trunks? Advertisement. That's what won the day here. That's what won the day versus Pacquiao and Mayweather, but y'all don't even know. All of that shit. That's what this was all about. Floyd saw a way to make easy money with these kids. After Floyd is done with these kids, or whatever Showtime when they run out, they gone. They gone. This Triller said we don't want to deal with them no more. They've already been over there to DAZN. Floyd just trying to get his couple cents out of them. Pacquiao wanted them. Ryan Garcia wanted them. Everybody wanted them. Floyd snatched them away from other fighters, believe it or not. I know what's at play here. This was a money grab. They see these Logan brothers or whatever they are as money. And am I mad that Floyd capitalized off it? Because anybody else would have also. I guarantee you, if they would have went to Pacquiao with the same thing. Hey, Pacquiao, do you want to walk away and face Conor McGregor for $80 million? He would have been, hell yeah. Why the hell you think he got down with that management company he with? That was McGregor's management company, ain't it? Remember in the good old early days before we start talking about Terrence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao, what were we talking about? You named it, you guessed it. Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor. Remember? The posters were made, everything. Ain't nobody had a word to say then. If they could, they would. But they can't. And that's just the facts of the matter. Floyd locked it up. Got him for a couple fights now over there on Showtime. Who knows what they going to do? But one thing I do know is they all going to make money. Unfortunately. I just hope that they give more fighters more shine behind this. And that's all we can hope, fam. That's all we can hope for out of this. Is that they take the up-and-comers. They take Tank Davis. They take Jaleel Hackett, you know. And they push them out there on these events and get them some shine. They did it with Devin Haney, remember? Devin Haney profited off the KSI and Logan Paul undercard. Remember? That's what the good thing about these events can do. But when you're not doing that like what Floyd did, well, that's what makes it corny. That's what makes it trash to me. That's what makes it crap. You can go and have your fights. I ain't got to watch. I ain't got to order it. I ordered it because of Jared Hurd. I knew what I had going in. Y'all see my Jared Hurd coverage. After that Hurd fight was over, bro, I swear I didn't even look at the rest. I caught a couple little glimpses of Floyd's fight, but I walked out. I caught the rest of it the next day. I wasn't tripping off watching Floyd fight. Never was. I knew what he was doing. I knew he was going to beat this dude. I knew it. Now, I honestly wish it would have been KSI. I real say that. I wish it could have been KSI. Why couldn't it have been KSI? I have no answer on that. Other than the networks or who the advertisers or whoever was cutting the checks wasn't down to do it. I really wish that could have been the case. You know what I'm saying? But no. I don't know. Let me see. I think that's all. Oh, Listen to what Floyd got to say about making easy money.
8 rounds, and I can't even say what's the number that I put, what I made. But just now, when I come up here and sit down, before I even walked out there to the arena, before I even walked out there, I made $1 million. Just sitting in the dressing room, I made $1 million. So, and they say, well, it's not all about the money. Well, your kids can't eat legacy. They can eat off the currency. So I believe in building generational wealth. That's what's important to me.
See, one thing that people forget, y'all heard what he just said just now? I made $1 million just before I walked out here, you know what I'm saying? One thing that people forget is that Floyd Mayweather is the ultimate spectacle. When you hear that term, your kids can't eat legacy. We've heard that term over and over again. We've recently heard it from Earl, right? Kid can't eat belts. That's a reoccurring term. I've heard a lot of fighters say that term in the past. That's a reoccurring term. But you got to remember that Floyd is the ultimate spectacle. The blueprint, he calls it the green print, right? They made for Floyd. They want the others to follow right in that exact lockstep. And you can end up like Floyd if you keep winning, right? They tried it with Bronner. They got Earl down that path. They got Tank down that path. We're going to make you pay-per-view attractions. We're going to have you benefit off the Mexican support. We're going to build you. We're going to put you in strategic fights to get you certain amounts of exposure. And you're going to be a pay-per-view attraction. You continue to win like Floyd did. Because that's what happened when Floyd left Top Rank. He started this path, became that pay-per-view attraction. Capitalized off the Mexican support. The thing is, he got the tough fights with Canelo, with Pacquiao, with Maidana. Those were tough fights. He had to go through some fire. The difference between Adrian Bronner, he didn't make it through the fire. Tank Davis is about to walk through the fire. Will you make it through the fire? They're trying to put you on pay-per-view. They tried to put Braun on pay-per-view. They tried to put Tank on pay-per-view, right? They're building them up. Earl Spence, same thing. We're keeping you away from certain things for right now. We're going to keep building your numbers. But there's going to come a point where you're going to have to prove. Earl has been proven left and right. Tank, your time coming. Your time is coming to prove. Adrian Bronner failed miserably. It's the same blueprint over and over again. The difference is that Floyd executed it all the way through and was successful on every single part of it. He became the attraction. He beat the tough names. And so he's able to enjoy the fruits of his labor and his legacy that he made. And ain't nobody going to take that away from him. Ain't nobody going to take that away from him. You dig? And I respect him for it. This is what people, if you're a business person, then you should understand what I'm saying. You build things to sell it. Unless you're going to give it off into people in your family or pass it off to your children or younger generation. But for the most part, people build and create things to sell them. All Floyd is doing is the same thing that Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. is doing. It's the same thing that a lot of older, that Evander Holyfield is trying to do. The same thing that Lord knows that if somebody gives Shannon the Cannon a fight, he'd jump at it in a heartbeat. If somebody gave James Toney a fight right now, he'd jump at it in a heartbeat. All Floyd is doing is, before I get to the point where I can't move and swing no more, let me capitalize off my own damn name. And everybody mad at me for it. I built this name. I built this name. If others wanted to get in the ring and do what I'm doing today, then they should have done what I did. Became the main guy. Went into the tough fights. Won the tough fights. Gave impressive performance. Legendary stuff. When you do legendary stuff, then nobody can question you, man. Nobody can ask you nothing. Only thing that we can hope is that you include us all. Include the youngsters, man. Your Mayweather promotion, your TMT. I don't know what's up with that part. I don't understand that. If I got a brand, I know if I got a brand and I got all of these fighters and I'm trying to get them exposure, it's no way it's just going to be squarely about me. That lets me know that Floyd had very little input in this shit. He just showed up. Him and Leonard just showed up. Espinoza put this crap together. They just showed up. You just show up. Make 30, 40, $50 million. We just need your name. All we want is your name, Mayweather. That's it. We just want your name. Show up for 8 rounds. Make 40, $50 million. Wouldn't Shannon the Cannon love that? Wouldn't Riddick Bowe love that? Wouldn't Mike Tyson love that? Wouldn't all of these people that's running around saying that, oh, he's so wrong and so wrong, wouldn't they love to be in his situation? Would they do the same thing if they were in his situation? And I guarantee you, your favorite fighter, fight fans, your favorite fighter that you think got so much integrity would have done the same shit. This goes all the way down to SOG. Everybody would have done it. And I ain't mad at Floyd for doing it. I just think the event was trash. And I think that's a fair assessment. That's a fair assessment. I'm going to leave this last audio clip. Listen to what Floyd has to say right here. And this should sum it up real good for you. Listen, please listen to this one. If you ain't listened to none of the audio clips that I play, listen to this one right here. Oh. Damn, fam. It ain't on there. Must have ran into a little technical snafu with this one. Hold on, man. Oh, no. This was the bread and gold right here. This was the actual clip. Let me see if I can pull it up while we on the air. Hopefully we won't have no technical difficulties, y'all. This was the actual clip. We're not going to be able to do it. Damn, with Floyd Mayweather, literally, I'm sure y'all have heard the press conference on this one, man. Floyd Mayweather literally said that money was everything. I don't know if y'all heard the post-fight presser. The man literally said money was everything. But he did decipher, said, my family and everything, of course, his kids. But he was describing how you need money to do this, you need money to eat, you need money to that. People always say that I'm all about the money. And I'm paraphrasing. People always say I'm all about the money, but you need money to eat and you need money for that. I guess if that's the case, then, yeah, I mean, money is everything. That man literally said money is everything. If he believes money is everything to even a certain degree, then that goes to tell you who you dealing with. Why y'all playing stupid? Why y'all gonna keep faking? Acting like this man is just the biggest heart. He has the biggest heart. He's a humanitarian. He's humble. He's a nice man. Let me ask y'all this. When y'all heard Floyd Mayweather talking, did y'all not notice a change in the way he was talking? How soft his tone had got? Well, see, it's all about making smart investments, and it's all right. They can feel that way. It's all right. It's all right. I'm like, Floyd, what the hell is this? What the hell you acting all nice and talking all different and light for? Like, what's up with your voice, bruh? Y'all didn't see through all of this act. The only people that should be mad are the ones who didn't see this as an act, and you took this as real talk. You got duped. You got played. It is what it is. You might can be mad. But for those of us who had a brain, we knew exactly what Floyd was doing. Let me get to some of y'all comments, man. Let me see what the fam talking about. Y'all must forgive me. Sometimes I go in, man, and I sometimes take my eyes off the thing. Mike Rhymes says, garbage sales. Yeah, I'm hearing news that they talking around 600,000. That's what I'm hearing. We'll see, man. I mean, I don't like to go off of none of these articles and reports, so we'll wait to hear what it is, man. It might be garbage sales, man. I don't know. But I will say this, too. Anybody who did from a boxing fan standpoint, you watch this and you may say, look, I'm just a fan of Floyd, and just to see him train and get into the ring one last time, maybe this might be it. I get it. He ain't fighting a fighter. But just to see him hitting the bag, just to see him throw the shoulder roll one more time, because these days are about to end. Fam, these days are about to end. There's going to come a day where we will never see Floyd back in the ring again. Some of y'all might have signed up for this just for that purpose alone. Can't be mad at that, man. I'm never going to tell a boxing fan how to be a fan. I'm never going to tell y'all that. You heard 1.2 million Jacquavius? I'm never going to tell y'all how to be a fan. If you are a fan of Floyd Mayweather, and if you just wanted to see the man climb through the ropes one last time before it's all said and done, because he is getting older, you might want to give him his flowers while he's still here. You might want to say I still support that man because through many days and through many nights I've watched him. I rose through the years watching boxing. Floyd Mayweather. Floyd was always there. You may feel that way and we ain't gonna have him no more. We are literally going into the next era. I'm gonna say that again. We are literally going into the next era. Our former era greats are walking out the door. Floyd being one of them. Manny about to be right behind him. Oscar's already gone. Roy is gone. Bernard Hopkins is gone. They gone. They not coming back no more. Thank God B-Hop gave it to us for all the way till 50. Nice. But just because B-Hop did it, just because Foreman did it all the way up to how old he was, just because Pacquiao do it, that ain't Floyd. Floyd got a right to do his career however he wanted, and he may be the smartest man in the room when it's all said and done. We don't know it. 20 years from now, we're going to see who was the smartest man in the room. And I'm just saying, man, our era, that era is gone. That era's greats are gone. Floyd is the last of the last. Him and Manny are the last of the last of our favorite fighters that we grew up through the 90s, the late 90s, the 2000s. They're gone. So while y'all rushing Floyd out the door, as bad as I hated this event and I thought it was trash, the one good thing I will say, and I thought I was mad about the future and he not putting the youngsters on, but I'm still glad to get one last glimpse of Floyd Mayweather. Even if he's a shell of his former self, it's still always good to get one last glimpse. I ain't got to keep falling. He ain't got to keep robbing me. If he announced next week he going to fight Jake Paul, am I going to buy it? Probably not. Unless you throw something on it that I'm interested in. But I know what you doing. You getting your money. Do I got to participate? Hell nah. The Logan Brothers fan base is all you need, bro. You got more than you need right there. Us real boxing heads, well, we'll be over here, Floyd. We remember what you used to do. Like Floyd told them during his press conference, I'm already in the Boxing Hall of Fame. I've checked those boxes. No matter what people say about this event, nobody ain't even be talking about this in 2 weeks. Keep in mind, it's trending all crazy right now. 2 weeks from now, we won't even be talking about this no more. It's going to be a thing of the past. If Floyd come back and fight the brother, it's up to you if you get duped. It's up to you if you want to see. Some of y'all went there hoping that Floyd got clipped. Some of y'all went there hoping that Floyd got clipped. And when he didn't get clipped, when he didn't get dropped, you thought it was a crap show because you went there with hate in your heart. You went there hoping the man lost. There's a lot of y'all out there that done that and you know it. But I ain't do that, man. So Floyd's case, man, he can do what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? Muhammad Tola on deck. What's up, fam? Salute, fam. What's up with Herb, man? What's changed in him? Not long ago, he was a force to be reckoned with. And now he seems weak and lost. Man, I don't even know, bro. I'm just really right now, when it comes to Jerry Hurd, man, I've been trying to process it, trying to get a vid out on him. You know what I'm saying? And kind of I don't know, bro. The best thing that I can say, and it's not like I said, I don't want to throw no excuses out there, but he did lose his dad. He could have had a foggy head. I mean, the discipline issues are well documented. He's walking around too big between fights. He's blowing up too big between fights. I mean, maybe he had a foggy head. Maybe he wasn't jumping in the gym as much. I don't know. Maybe losing his pops was a heavy, heavy loss. And I'm not writing him off just yet. I'm willing to give him one more go with Jared Hurd, man. But I hope Jared Hurd get it together, man, because he's now disappointed me twice. Once in person. The second over the weekend, which we watched on TV. But the first time he disappointed me and the entire city was when he came in and he lost to J-Rock right in front of our eyes. That was supposed to be a celebratory night that night, y'all. We was ready to tear it up that night. My man lost in front of the whole city. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I just hope he get it back and just know that once he gets his feet back under him, we're going to be here to support Jared Swift Hurd. You know what I'm saying? But Jared Hurd's work ethic has got to show. Like his work ethic really, it's like he on Keith Thurman level with me right now. You know how it is with Keith Thurman? I'm down to rock with you, Keith, and when I see that eye of the tiger come back, when I see that hunger come back, I'll be love to be right here speaking about Keith Thurman in the positive again. But until that happens, don't catch Mainman doing it. Same way with Jarrett Hurd, man. Jarrett Hurd, work ethic got to be crazy, man. He got to be showing us. He's got to be showing us because he let his people down with that, man, with that performance. No, man, but I'm willing to give him another go round. You know what I'm saying? We ain't writing Jarrett Hurd off just yet. Or somebody saying it was 1.2 million in sales. Okay, well there you go. I read an article that said between 600,000 and something else. Y'all saying 1.2 million. Either way, cool, good for Floyd, man. I hope he does capitalize on this, man. You know what I'm saying? But these Logan brothers, man, look, they built up their brand. They selling their brand. They advertisers are flocking to them. The advertisers are giving them stuff to advertise. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, anything. I mean, sunshades, watches, certain outfits, certain shirts, certain shorts, certain pants, all of that shit. They think that these boys are hot. It would have been nice to see Floyd knock their ass out and put their fire out. But clearly Floyd been talked to. Floyd worked out an agreement. Floyd worked something out. Just let me walk away with my money and y'all can do whatever y'all want. Even at my damn expense. That's what makes it so terrible looking. It's all love. You know what I mean? It's all love. Willie Boy says, yo, man, love your lives and content. There is so much more in the sport that you can be talking about. This was not a boxing contest. In my opinion, does not deserve the airtime and is not growth. Peace out. I disagree with you, Willie Boy. I disagree with you heavy on that. That's the deal. It may not have been boxing, but it was Floyd. And I just told y'all, we not going to have Floyd around much longer. I know a lot of y'all don't like him. I know y'all dislike him, but I guarantee y'all every now and again, y'all go back and watch his fights. I guarantee you every once in a while, you go back and watch the Canelo Floyd fight. You go back and watch Castillo and Floyd. You go back and watch Chop Corley and Floyd Mayweather, Zab Zuda and Floyd Mayweather. I guarantee you go back and watch those fights. So for us to just say, forget Floyd, throw him out in the cold, like he didn't do nothing. That ain't how we do that. We respect our greats, man. We respect our greats. Floyd, at the end of the day, is a great. He's a great. You know what I'm saying? Love him or hate him. He's the great. He's a great. He's going out in the history books. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. This ain't just the everyday fighter. This is Floyd Mayweather, who we going to see maybe once if we lucky again to see him one more time. Y'all don't look at it that way. I get it. Much as disdain and much bad videos I've made about Floyd Mayweather. Pissed off at Floyd for one reason or another. That don't take away from the many memorable nights and his high level of talent, man. And I'm going to cover Floyd Mayweather. I don't understand how we get to the point where just because Floyd, we don't speak on Floyd. This is Floyd Mayweather. I can't understand that one. But I hear what you're saying, fam. I hear. What you saying, big man? What you saying? It's all about the children. I believe that children are the future. Teach them well, say word of the day. Yeah, man. She'll be about the kids, man. He got a lot of them over there, too, man. And they got a lot of them, too, man. That's what Blue Blood said. That's what Blue Blood said? Oh, well, no more Hopkins, no more De La Hoya. No more none of them. No more none of them. Z Digital says, where you from? I'm from D.C., fam. D.C., born and raised. You know what I'm saying? Duncan Rogers says, I'm from the real world. There you go. So then you should have seen this coming a long ways out. You know what I'm saying? Word of the day say, Floyd see them as kids. The way he speaks about them. Exactly. He see them as children. He see them as kids that just raise their brand. He may even respect them to a certain degree of raising your brand high enough to get to my level. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. You know how the old saying goes, real recognize real. You know what I'm saying? Dog, if I know a dude hustling like me and he on my level and he got up here just for whatever he do, people respect that shit. Like, damn, bro, I don't like what you do and I don't agree with what you do, but you made it up here with me. You made it to the point where these network people are telling me to call you. Get your ass up here, man. Let me get this 40 mil so I can get the hell on. I got things to do. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. If y'all want to be mad at somebody, be mad at the networks, be mad at the advertisers, be mad at every one of those involved. Because those are the ones that chose this. Those are the ones that wanted to go down this route. Floyd just partook, you know what I'm saying? Floyd just partook. Floyd see them as kids, man. That's real spill. Greg says, yo, man, Floyd did knock him out, but he held him so he didn't fall. I mean, I heard that going around, and if that was the case, it makes sense to me. I don't think that there was an agreement for them to hurt each other. I think that this was just supposed to be a show. This was supposed to be Ringling Brothers. This was supposed to be WWF, WWE, whatever you want to call it. Get the people riled up, those who will fall for it. And then, boom, you know what I mean? We're going to deliver them a carefully crafted show. That's all this was. And boxing fans, you knew. You knew. You know what I'm saying? You knew. Because of his actions, he was hated. It was humble like Manny Pacquiao. If he was humble like Manny Pacquiao, he will be loved. Maybe so. I don't deny that. But one thing I do know is that, and this is how Floyd looks at it. I'm not saying he right or if he wrong. Floyd ain't start really making money. Floyd ain't become bigger than life, larger than life until he became that villain. He didn't become larger than life until he became that villain that you say he should have been so humble. Because if he would have been humble like you say, maybe he still would have been fighting today like Manny Pacquiao is, right? But by him becoming that villain, well, he done so well that he don't got to do it no more. Do you know how many fighters would love to be in that position? Canelo Alvarez running around out here. Well, if we fought today, it would be different. Man, that's the most weakest statement ever. That shit is weak. That's right, Canelo Nation. Weak. If we fought today at middleweight, then yeah, it would be different. Floyd is 44 years old. He's 44 years old. You sitting here telling me if you fought a 44-year-old at a weight class he never fought at, it would be different today. Do you know how weak that sounds, Canelo? How about you talk like that to David Benavidez, though? How about you talk like that to Charlo, though? Huh? How about you go to 60 for Charlo? Somebody right there in your league. If Floyd was to do it today, yeah, it would be different. He smoked your ass, Canelo. And ain't nothing that you can ever do about it. He smoked them Canelo fans. Smoked them like a pack of coos. He was done. That was a beautiful fight. I could take a TV, put a frame around it, and hang it right here, and put that fight on 24/7, and it'll be called a master, just a masterful performance. It'll be a damn Picasso. It was a thing of beauty. That was one of the most beautiful fights that I've ever laid these two eyes on. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. So for you to run out here to say, yeah, a 44-year-old Mayweather, when he already beat that ass when you was a youngster, they say you was too young and he was too old. And he didn't run from you, Canelo. There wasn't no running. Like the Pacquiao fans like to say, I'll give y'all something like that. I would say, well, Pacquiao, he was kind of non-confrontational with Pacquiao. I will admit that. But with Canelo, no. He walked your ass down. You let a brittle hands old man, old Floyd, the one that you said that you can beat now, walk your ass down. He walked your young ginger ass down. What you talking about? You can never speak on Floyd in that manner. You probably felt when you felt bad when you said it, Canelo. When you said it, you probably like, oh, why did I say that? Oh, hell, I shouldn't said that. I shouldn't say that. When you see Floyd Mayweather, Canelo, you call him alma mater. You call him Mr. Alma Mater. All right? Because he gave you a schooling, you graduated and became the man. But that was after you went through the school of Mayweather. So let's not ever get that twisted, fight fans. He beat you more beautiful and systematically broke your ass down. Perhaps better than anybody he ever fought. I mean, I remember the atmosphere. I was right here on YouTube. I remember it. No, was I covering that at the time? I think I had just got into it or just started around that time. What year was that? Was that 2013? No, I wasn't doing it on 2013. But I remember the atmosphere. And everybody was scared to death for Floyd. They're like, who the hell? Because at the time, Canelo was just like really splashing into the mainstream. This kid from Mexico been fighting since he was 15 years old. Strong, bigger fighter. Younger. Just beat Austin Trout. Beat up on Cotto's brother. Oh, you were supposed to be it. Oscar running around, touting you around like you was some big trophy at the time. I remember the atmosphere. People looking at Floyd like, might have bit off a little more than you can chew. Man, Floyd went into the gym. He came out with one of his best chiseled physiques that I've ever seen him walk into that ring with. He walked into that ring, and I remember, man, I remember the press conferences, how raucous they was, and people counting him out, they booing him. He trying to introduce his family and his mother, and he on the stage trying to introduce his family, happy that they dead. They booing the man. He can't get no words in, so he had to turn into villain Mayweather. Well, I'm young, I'm fly, I'm flashy. He had to go back to that guy because they were booing him so much. Oh yeah, they were counting Floyd out for Canelo. I remember it like it was yesterday. Man, Floyd walked into that ring and gave that boy a beat down. The old man taking it to the young man. I mean, Floyd standing right in front of Canelo, and Canelo can't hit nothing. I never seen nothing like it. So Canelo, man, you got no place here, bro. You can't say nothing about Floyd Mayweather. If you was the same age, if we fought today, you saying this about a 44-year-old Mayweather. Man, that look weak. Let's see you say that about Jamal Charlo or David Benavidez. I'd love to see it. Lord knows I would. Much love, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here, man. Let me see. Why does everybody, well, I don't know what you're saying. Yep, when he fought Oscar De La Hoya. Yeah, he fought Oscar De La Hoya too. That was another one. Canelo and Pac-Man fans are still bitter and making excuses. Of course they are. They can't never get it over. And see, Floyd ain't gonna never give him another chance to do it. This is why everybody's mad at him. Because he ain't giving nobody another chance. Just like Juan Manuel Marquez and Manny Pacquiao. Oh, Marquez can walk into boxing today to probably a $30, $40 million check. All he got to do is say, I'm down to fight Manny Pacquiao for the 5th time. Easy, right? But why would he do that? He like, wow, that door's closed. That chapter is done. I got nothing else to do. I got money. I'm good. I'm comfortable. I don't got to go in there and risk my legacy for extra money. All money ain't good money. I'm taking the good money. That's what Floyd did. Y'all say, well, why doesn't Floyd fight Earl Spence? Because all money ain't good money. Why doesn't Floyd fight Terrence Crawford? Because all money ain't good money. Why doesn't Floyd challenge himself and move to 160 and fight Gennady Golovkin and then fight Canelo at 44 years old and make $100-something million? Because all money ain't good money. That's why. And he ain't going to give you people the satisfaction of seeing him lose. I respect that. Thumbs up on the way out, man, if you didn't hit it on the way in. Much love to the fam. Much love to the fam. Share, share, share. Pooh Dangles, what's up, man? What's up with you? Crawford going to end up getting that 10 mil from those Aussies, man. I hope he do, bro. I hope he do, man. I hope he do. Who you going to go fight, Tim Tszyu? For that 10 million? Hey, man, I hope he do, man. I'm going to be checking up on Terrence Crawford. We'll probably have some Crawford news out tomorrow, man. Just trying to give Crawford some time to kind of get it all together and come on out and present what he want to present to the fans. That's how we got to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? And we hope everything working out in his favor. I will say that, too. I see him out there in the Middle East living a good life, loving life right now. So that's good for Terrence Crawford, man. I mean, get away from all of this madness, man, and go out there and meet with some powerful people and come back with some good damn news. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. But I'm going to leave y'all with this right here, man. Floyd Mayweather, this was all about Floyd. That's why I put that in the title. All about Floyd, not about the youngsters, not about the kids. This was all about Floyd Mayweather making a quick buck. These kids, this Logan kid, this Logan dude. Well, anybody outside of Logan and his brother, Floyd Mayweather will have to become a fighter again. And I just think that guy has left the building. This is the closest that you're going to get. This is the closest you're going to get. Anybody wondering why is he entertaining? Check the little tension fight. Check the Conor McGregor fight. Tell me what you see. You see an entertaining show. You see an entertainer. You see somebody making a mockery, pretending to box. And that's exactly what it is. The show might be trash. It may be trash. But Floyd got a right to do it. And I'm going to leave it right there. I see y'all real soon, man. Crawford gonna end up. Oh, we already covered that, man. I see y'all real soon. Catch up with y'all tomorrow, man, and we'll pick it up from here. I wanted to throw 2 cents on this about Floyd Mayweather, mainly because something hit me hard, man, and that was the fact is it did dawn on me that this may be one of the last performances that we see from Floyd Mayweather. And love him or hate him, win, lose, or draw, you still got to respect the fact that he is a great, great fighter. And we might not see him again. See y'all soon. Have a blessed night. See y'all tomorrow, man. See y'all in the next video, man. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Much love. Share, share, share. Rock those bells. Y'all already know. Tomorrow we'll get on and open up the phone lines. It's a little late on my end tonight, so I'm going to skip the phone lines for right now. I will be back tomorrow with a whole nother show, and we'll open up the phone lines then. You know what I'm saying? I get up with the fam then. But I had a very, very long